Bob Iger of Disney, Howard Schultz of Starbucks, and Elon Musk of Tesla, SpaceX, X, and like 100 other things. These are highly successful leaders of great companies. And have you ever wondered what their leadership journey was like? What led to their success? More importantly, you're probably wondering, what can I take away from their experience and apply to my own life? That's precisely what I'm going to break down in this episode. I can't wait. It's going to be so juicy. Hey, before we dive in, I encourage you to download my free leadership guide. I'll link it below if you're on YouTube, or if you're on podcasts, you can just go to my website, zackwhite.com. The resources you're going to find in this guide were life-changing to me, and my hope is that it serves you too. All right, let's get started by unpacking each of the three leaders, beginning with Bob Iger. I don't know if you're familiar with Bob Iger. He's one of the most influential figures in the entertainment industry. A lot of people don't realize that he actually began his career in television over 4 decades ago at ABC in 1974. And it was there that he climbed the ranks, starting as a studio supervisor before becoming a news producer and eventually president of ABC Television. During his time, he was instrumental in launching hit programs, including the iconic Good Morning America. With the acquisition of ABC by Disney in 1996, Iger transitioned into Disney's leadership team, where he oversaw television operations and continued to drive innovative programming. In 2005, Iger reached a pivotal moment in his career when he was appointed CEO of the Walt Disney Company, and this really marked the beginning of a transformative era for Disney, one focused on revitalization and global expansion. Under Iger's leadership, Disney made several game-changing acquisitions. In 2006, for instance, they acquired Pixar for $7.4 billion, which revolutionized Disney's animation division and led to a series of incredible blockbuster films. Just a few years later, in 2009, Disney purchased Marvel Entertainment, which was, as we all know, incredible, bringing iconic characters and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, of course, into the fold. Then in 2012, Iger acquired Lucasfilm. I mean, he's just on a roll, gaining the legendary Star Wars franchise. And then he wasn't even done then. He recognized the shift in digital and the importance of content in the new media landscape. Under his guidance, Disney launched Disney Plus, a streaming service that debuted in 2019 and quickly became a major player against competitors like Netflix. And of course, that was right on the brink of 2020. All of that was set in motion, and we all know what happened then. So just brilliant leadership. However, in 2020, Iger announced his retirement, passing the CEO baton on, but he remained as executive chairman until the end of 2021. But what happened is that as soon as he did that, things just really went south for Disney. And in late 2022, Iger made a triumphant return as CEO, signaling not just a need for stability within Disney and a renewed focus on Disney's strategic vision, which was kind of getting lost in the shuffle, but it also signaled that Iger was a great leader, a commanding leader, and had really brought great results. I mean, think about that for a second. That is quite the tenure. Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm, 21st Century Fox, Disney Plus. And I didn't even mention that his leadership at Disney also launched global efforts like Hong Kong Disneyland Resort and Shanghai Disney Resort. And Iger managed to grow Disney's market capitalization from approximately $56 billion to over, get this, $231 billion. That's impressive. That is really impressive. Okay, that's leader number one. Let's take a look at the next leader, Howard Schultz. Schultz's connection with Starbucks began in 1981, where he joined the company as the director of retail operations and marketing. And at the time, Starbucks, I don't know if you know this, was primarily a retailer of coffee beans and equipment. It wasn't really a store that we know today. But Schultz saw something much greater. He envisioned a coffee house culture that would bring people together. After a trip to Italy, where he experienced the vibrant coffee culture of espresso bars, Schultz was inspired to transform Starbucks. And when he brought this back, this whole vision, the founders just weren't really interested in it. So in 1985, he actually left and started his own coffee company. And then in 1987, just a couple years later, he seized the opportunity to actually buy Starbucks for just a handful of $1 million, I think. And that was when he was really able to fully realize his vision. Under his leadership, Starbucks evolved from just the small little coffee bean retailer into the global coffee house brand that obviously we all know. Now, from the first store in Seattle to thousands of locations worldwide now, Schultz focused on a few things. First of all, quality, customer experience, and employee engagement. And that really set Starbucks apart. He was also a pioneer in promoting ethical sourcing practices, establishing the coffee and farmer equity practices, which emphasized fair trade. It's interesting, similar to Bob Iger, he actually stepped down as CEO in 2000, and then he returned again in 2008 during the financial crisis when Starbucks faced declining sales. And his comeback focused on revitalizing the brand, enhancing customer experience, and improving employee welfare, which he was able to accomplish. Schultz grew Starbucks, get this, from 11 stores to over 35,000 locations worldwide, and expanded it internationally as well, including the first store in Tokyo, which is just remarkable when you think about that. He introduced comprehensive healthcare and stock options, not just for full-time, but also part-time employees, setting it just an entirely new standard for corporate responsibility. What Schultz has achieved through Starbucks is really interesting and serves as a unique lesson in leadership. Starbucks isn't just a coffee store, right? It's so much bigger and more influential than that. Schultz created a cultural icon. He also pioneered and successfully implemented the third place concept, right? Meaning that he created a welcoming space between home and work where customers could relax and connect. You know, we take that for granted today, but it didn't really exist before Starbucks. He really pioneered that. Finally, he managed to turn a coffee shop into a viable career. You know, employees had benefits that challenged all of corporate America to do better, to raise the bar. It's really impressive, it really is. Okay, let's look at our last leader, Elon Musk. This man has really redefined so many industries. He's practically become our very own Tony Stark, right? He was born in South Africa in 1971, and he showed an early aptitude for technology and entrepreneurship. At just 12, he created and sold his own video game. And then after moving to the US to attend the University of Pennsylvania, he co-founded Zip2, which provided business directories and maps for newspapers. In 1999, Musk's entrepreneurial spirit led to the creation of X.com, which eventually became PayPal. And under his leadership, PayPal revolutionized online payments. And in 2002, eBay acquired it for, get this, $1.5 billion. And this really marked the start of Musk's rise as a tech tycoon. I mean, all this money now. With a significant financial windfall, Musk was able to found SpaceX in 2002, driven by a dream of making space travel affordable and ultimately colonizing Mars, which sounds crazy, but the man's probably going to do it. His bold vision obviously faced an enormous amount of skepticism, but Musk's relentless determination led SpaceX to achieve groundbreaking milestones, including the first privately funded spacecraft to reach orbit. In 2004, he joined Tesla Motors, where he played a crucial role in pushing electric vehicles into the mainstream market. As CEO and product architect, Musk transformed Tesla into a leader in sustainable energy, emphasizing innovation, design, performance. And under his leadership, Tesla became the most valuable car company in the world. I mean, soak that in. This man is on a roll. Now, whether through the development of the Tesla gigafactories or the ambitious plans for the Hyperloop, Musk's vision consistently pushes the boundaries of technology over and over again. Beyond cars and rockets, Musk has ventured into renewable energy with Solar City, the development of the Tesla Powerwall. His commitment to sustainability reflects his belief that businesses can and should address global challenges like climate change. Now, what I love about Elon Musk as a leadership model is that he embodies the spirit of innovation, like through and through. He is the king of innovation. But it's not just innovation. He still manages to bring innovation to the marketplace, which is hard to do. Not to mention, the man has his foot in 1,000 camps and somehow still manages to have focus. That's only possible through really strong leadership. Okay, now that we have an overview of our three leaders, let's talk about what we can take away from their successes and experience. What do all of these leaders, no matter their industry, have in common? There are 6 things that we're going to talk about, all right? Let's jump into them. Number 1, visionary thinking. All three leaders possess a strong vision for the companies and industries that they're in. Iger transformed Disney into a global entertainment powerhouse through strategic acquisitions and brand expansion. He was very diplomatic in how he went through all that. Schultz revitalized Starbucks by creating a unique customer experience and positioning it as a premium brand. Musk is known for his ambitious vision for the future, whether through space exploration with SpaceX or sustainable energy with Tesla or colonizing Mars. I mean, that is quite a vision, right? Vision is what drives their leadership. That's number one. Okay, number two, innovation. Each leader has been on the forefront of innovation in their field. Iger embraced new technologies and storytelling methods, including, maybe the biggest one, digital streaming with Disney+. I mean, we all felt that when that happened. That was a big deal. Really disrupted the market. Schultz innovated in the coffee industry by introducing the concept of the coffee house as a third place for people to gather. And we all know Musk is the innovation king. He continuously disrupts traditional industries through electric vehicles, space travel, renewable energy, you name it. That's number two, innovation. Number three, work ethic. All three leaders display an unquestionable work ethic. You know, in their books and masterclasses, there is a disproportionate amount of information offered on their unique time efficiency practices, their priority setting systems, and their productivity drive. I mean, that is a huge theme with each one of these leaders. Elon Musk has stated that he works 120 hours per week, a figure that he has said recently he's revised down to about 80 or 90 hours. But think about that. That's like only leaving literally maybe 6 hours of sleep every night, and then the rest of your life is working. I mean, that is intense. That's obviously wildly extreme. Please don't do that if you have a family. Go home, play with your kids. You don't want to lose the home front to win on the work front. However, the lesson is that you can't be lazy and be a successful leader. It's just not going to work. You've got to develop a strong work ethic. All right. Number four, team culture. Each leader emphasizes the importance of their team and their company culture. Iger is known for fostering a collaborative environment at Disney. Schultz focused on creating a strong company culture at Starbucks that values employees. Musk inspires his teams with a hands-on approach and a shared mission to achieve really, really ambitious goals. They all understand the importance of setting the culture from the top down. In other words, they as the leader set the culture. That is so important. All right, number five, maintain outward focus. It's all about the customer. It's not about us. All three leaders understand the importance of the customer experience. Iger has worked to enhance Disney's commitment to storytelling and customer engagement. He really thinks through the experience for the customer and puts that first. Schultz built Starbucks around creating a unique and welcoming experience for customers. Musk's companies prioritize customer feedback and innovation to meet evolving consumer needs. Too many leaders, teams, and companies turn inward and lose their outward focus, and this will inevitably kill them. Number six, all three leaders proved that they could lead through crisis. Whether it was an economic downturn, tragedy, setbacks, failure, you name it. These leaders proved that they could be resilient and lead through crisis. That's not insignificant. That's the mark of a true leader. Can you lead when there's crisis on your hands? So let's bring it home. Here's how you can become a better leader. First, lead with vision. Second, innovate. Third, develop a strong work ethic. 4, cultivate your team culture. 5, maintain an outward focus. And 6, stay resilient in the face of adversity. That is some pretty beefy homework, but I think we can handle it. One day, 1 week, 1 year at a time. I'm here to encourage you. You got this. Keep fighting the good fight. Hey, if you enjoyed this episode, then you'll probably enjoy this episode right here where I summarize 31 of the best leadership books on the market in just 10 minutes. It is a really fun conversation. I'll see you over there.